So I've trying to give it another update. Here it's middle of 2018. I'm over 2 years of dealing with this. So I'm seeing a new doctor, and I found some issues, and I recorded a video about mold, and I've actually removed myself from my house at this point, just to try to alleviate that issue. It's really high in the mold toxicity, and it definitely caused some issues no matter what. So I figure at least eliminate that from my problems. I'm suffering with brain fog and a lot of other struggling things that go along, which you know, again, I don't know what the problems are, but I'm told it's Lyme, and it seems that we found an underlining of mold, and then supposedly you have to get rid of the mold toxicities before you treat the Lyme. So there's a whole process behind it. I'm not quite sure. You know, I completely believe in all of these things, but you know, hopefully these new treatments, and you know, the word protocol, I've been listening to that for 2 years, and you know, through watching videos and people, I don't really see any changes. But I've done another investment, and spent a lot of money again in trying to come up with new ideas, new doctors, and trying to get my brain back to the way it was, and dealing with the memory losses. So I'm not going to go over the things that I take. It's so much that I can't even imagine suggesting it. But I'm just going to kind of show everybody. So here is the things that I'm currently taking. As you can see, it's a lot going on. I think I'm making this video because I started taking those things, and you know, soon after I realized my veins at certain times of the day were kind of exploding and throbbing and pain in my wrist. So it just shows you have to be so careful with all these things. You know, different doctors have different ideas, and so I backed off all of the protocols for the Lyme and mold together, and we've simplified it to just taking things that treat mold. And I'm not really here. I'm trying not to go into these, but this is one. Liponest is that you know, and that's specifically for mold. And there's a few others, but you know, I don't know. And now that I've had reactions, you know, I really don't know what the right answer is. So you know, it's a real far step back for me to start these treatments or protocols, not using the old school antibiotics, and start herbal, and then all of a sudden get maybe a week, 2 weeks into it, maybe 2 weeks into it, and kind of back to square one. So now I'm taking a few things, and you know, it's a long road of you know, if this isn't it, and if it's something else, you know, it just becomes very challenging to try to get my head back in gear. So I figure I know it doesn't really help anybody, and it's the first video that I feel that I made that it's kind of useless. But I think the answer is here. You know, keep switching it up. I think I waited too long and seeing one doctor. I should have made changes after maybe even 6 months. If you know, I didn't notice anything. I kept doing the same thing every month and just dumping money out, and there was no change. So if that's, you know, today's thought is, you know, make changes, switch doctors, you know, have radical treatments. And right away, you know, I thought we should have done it from the beginning, but, you know, we're testing everything, and nasal swabs and all sorts of, you know, different sample testings that I wasn't really doing after almost 2 years. And, you know, at least it gives you more information. Now, I don't know, and nor do I'm not biting onto the theories of the different toxins. I think that we all have them within ourselves. So I don't know that that's the issue. But you know, I guess if I can see, at least I can see on the charts that it's high. You know, if it were just normal, and if it was some kind of level of normal numbers, then I guess I wouldn't be of concern. But they always say high and extremely high, so I at least know there's something there that I have to work on. So hopefully that helps. I think my dogs are gonna bark, which they do in every video. And here I am. I'm no longer living in my house, which is kind of odd. So, all right, signing off. Check out my other videos, and leave comments below if you have any thoughts. Thanks. There goes the dogs again.